Good morning, everyone. You're in the office with Joseph Skoda. Sometimes things don't quite go our way. We want to blame other people, blame other things, blame systems, blame the government, and try to figure out, what's wrong with all of them. Or worse yet, what if we have a relationship that's not quite working right, or we're having problems focusing? Whatever the reason is, we often like to, point the finger, blame someone else for our problems, our issues. For instance, I can blame someone else. I don't have a shirt on at the moment. But hey, it is what it is. What I want to encourage you to really do is take a look at that man or woman in the mirror. Right, look at the one in the mirror and try to figure out what that person might have done wrong. And therefore the relationship's not working properly. The business is not going quite as well as they planned. Maybe educational wise, just can't get the grades or focus understanding what's really going on. Yeah, we often we often don't look at the real root of our problems. We want to, blame systems, blame the media. In a lot of cases, yeah, our media, our mass media out there on TV, the news, it gives us all kind of bullshit, and we believe it. And then we start, because they're blaming everyone, and we get on the bandwagon and say, yes, because of the Democrats, or because of Republicans, or darn it, those Mexicans are screwing us up. Yeah, well, maybe some of that's true, but the real problem usually relies with us. We have to dig deep inside and try to figure out what's making us tick, or worse yet, what's making us not tick so well. Why do we get so distracted? Why would we rather blame someone else for our problems than work on it ourselves? Sure, nothing's easy, and I always recommend start reading a book, keep your mind focused on positive things, stay away from the negative news, for instance. Yeah, we can watch news. It's important to know how the weather's going to be. It's still important to know how politics are going and the policies in our country and the world. Of course, that's important. But keep the negative out. Just take it for the facts and move on. Now, I love a lot of comedies, and when I watch TV, it's usually a sitcom, and it makes me feel good inside. But that's not necessarily feeding my brain positive messages. Well, the humor is, sure, some of it keeps me in a good mood, but if I'm not using that good mood to be, productive, I can't blame anyone but myself. You and I are put on this earth to be more productive. We're to be here to not just busy work, not just checking Facebook for hours a day. That's rarely productive. Yeah, I spend a little time on social media, but I have a social media show, socialmediashows.com, where this video is going to be part of it. And I do a lot of business for my business on Facebook and Twitter and other social media platforms. So I have a purpose, but you have to keep it short. Boom, 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 10, 15, 20 minutes. I don't care if it's an hour. And then move on to something else to keep you more productive. And I'm not going to tell you how to run your life. I have my own issues sometimes. But we got to stop blaming other people when things aren't going right. Feed our minds. I talk a lot about Toastmasters and what it's done for my life. It's done a lot. It's given me self-confidence. I can speak in front of a camera. Hell, I can speak in front of real people. I'm speaking in front of crowds of a couple hundred from time to time. And different things. It helped me in leadership, to run a meeting. Do you know how many people cannot run a meeting effectively? I see it all the time, even at big conventions, where there's kind of a disconnect. Now, okay, there's a disconnect. Are we going to blame, I don't know, the coordinator? We're going to blame the CEO? We're going to blame the event, coordinator or the location we're at and the manager there? Yeah, sometimes it's their fault. But if we look deep down inside, were we clear in our communication, what we expected? Were we clear? Maybe we had to write it down. Maybe we had to have more than one conversation, 3 or 4 to get the mission across. Here's what I want to do. Here's what I see us doing. Sometimes we just assume. I'm guilty too. We assume the other person gets our message. It's maybe a half a message, and we just assume it's enough. We don't have to go into detail. Everybody knows what I mean. When we take a deep look inside, a lot of things that go wrong in our life is because of us, because of our stupid thinking, because of our attitude sometimes, because of us not being open to other communication or ideas, or worse yet, not communicating properly. Now, sure, Toastmasters has helped me a lot, but it's not the cure-all. We still have to practice what we preach. We still have to work on our craft. If you're a welder, if you're a mechanic, if you're a doctor, a lawyer, whatever it is, a military person like I was, a mechanic for many years, we still have to work on our craft. And even though you're a doctor or a lawyer, a mechanic, whatever, that should not define you. That's what you do. Maybe you do it as a hobby. Maybe you do it just to earn some money. But don't let a lawyer be, that's all you are. You should be a family person, someone serving the community, someone giving back, maybe hobbies that inspire you, that make you want to do great things. Maybe you're a writer on the side. All those things define us, not just our job, not just our spouse or significant other. It's a well-rounded thing. What are we doing to inspire others also? And when we look in the mirror and we, go back and say, how come I'm not getting along with my coworker? Why doesn't this person understand what I'm talking about? How come I'm not in the best shape of my life? Right? Have you ever asked those kinds of questions? Why won't my children listen to me? Sure. And again, we can blame the kids. We might want to blame the sugar. Maybe we give the kids too much snacks and crap food where, they get hyper. And we can only blame ourselves for that. Sure, I grew up on Twinkies and cupcakes and Hostess pies and, Pop-Tarts. I love those things. I just love those things. My brother will still eat a Pop-Tart over anything else as long as we can. It's not taste as good as it did back when we were kids, but it's all we have. Now they're trying to make things, I think, with less sugar or fake sugar, so it's a little healthier for us. But junk food is junk food. And when you have too much sugar, eventually you crash. Too much alcohol, eventually you crash. Too much of other kind of stimulants, often you'll crash. Hell, even with coffee, if you drink too much, you'll have a crash eventually. That affects our mind, that affects our health, that affects the way we're thinking. And if we can't focus and think on the right things and look at ourselves and say, woe is me, what did I do wrong right here? How did I screw up my relationship? Here's what I'm saying, is focus on good stuff. Feed your mind good stuff. Feed your body good stuff. Minimize the negative. Hey, I'm going to have some wine and a drink from time to time. I am. Coffee? Every day if I can help it. We're all going to do those things. And if we do it in moderation, we should be okay. But we need to be continuously working on ourselves. We can't wait for a significant other to tell us we're knuckleheads and we need to do something different. Take a leadership course. Take a mentorship course. Just take a course to take one. It could be basket weaving. It could be dancing, ballroom dancing. I need some help in that area. It could be a lot of different things. Join a chess club. Learn 3D printing. Learn how to do little circuit boards, robotics. It doesn't matter. Go out and play ball. Get your mind focused, because in our society, we're busy people. We spend too much time doing busy work. We spend too much time worrying about making a buck. We spend too much time doing everything except for what's important. What's important? You should know. It's our relationships in our lives. Co-workers, children, all of our family, our parents, our siblings, our cousins, our neighbors, hopefully your spouse. Those are the important things in life. We have to give back, go to church, give back. We have to help someone in need whenever we can. We need to recognize each other. And here's a little secret. When someone talks to you, listen, listen to listen. Not listen to just hear word like listen to understand. Show a little empathy or sympathy when needed, but listen to understand. Ask questions, lean in, say, yeah, okay, I can see that. I can get your point of view. Sometimes we don't get people's point of view, or we think we do. We just move on. Because us guys like to solve problems that we don't need to solve. We just need to have a listening ear and work on ourselves. And I'm going to tell you one thing. If someone did you wrong, or you think they're doing you wrong, or you're overly sensitive to something, just let them know. We cannot read each other's minds. Just let them know. Say, I don't appreciate that. Please don't say that or do that again. And that should be enough. Anyways, I'm going to tell you something not going right in your life. You're not happy. You want something different. You're afraid your job defines you, and that's what people know about you. Look at that man in the mirror. Look at that woman in the mirror and refocus deep down inside what makes you tick. Why you tick, and if you don't want to be ticking that way, make some changes and make it fast. This has been Joseph Skoda asking you to look at that man in the mirror. Have a great day now. Bye.